When they rushed Gizbert into the hospital and we had the surprising diagnosis that he had Parvo, we bleached the house everywhere after Gizbert because we were told that that would kill the Parvo. We just went all in.
We bleached everything.
We bleached everything.
Our house smelled like a swimming pool.
It did. I was doing a lot of research before he passed away on anything that could possibly help him, and I came across this product called Paxin. Paxin is a conglomeration of herbs and probiotics
to help boost the digestive tract and immune system.
And I was debating, should I at least buy some to have around the house? All of our dogs, we've gotten them at various stages of old or young or whatever, and we just were pretty sure that everyone had been vaccinated, but just on the off chance, so I did end up buying it. We had wanted to do this really special thing for Mom. We wanted to take Mom up to see her mom for Mother's Day.
Friday morning, like really early, like 1 o'clock, Bullet threw up, and then just for like precautionary reasons, we wanted to kind of take him in that morning before we left on this 3-day trip. So we went ahead and we took him in, and they were like, he's 3 years old. There's no way he has Parvo, but they were like, well, we'll check him anyway. And they checked him, and they were like, oh my gosh, he has Parvo.
Yeah, they were just as shocked as we were. So we were left with 2 options. We could take him into the hospital, which was thousands of dollars, tons of antibiotics. It's not 100% he's gonna live, but I mean, it could easily be a $10,000 price tag. This is just out of our budget. There's just no way. Or we had the Paxin, and they were willing to send us home with IV to keep him hydrated. From our understanding and what we were told by them and from our research, that's super important. We also had the benefit of catching it really early on. So we felt like, well, it was our only option really budget-wise, but we also felt like it would give him a really good fighting chance because we got it early. We got that Paxin. I mean, even before we got him into the vet, just to be extra certain, we had started administering the Paxin, so we felt like he had a really good shot. Once we got home, it was like Luna had her vaccination. So we were like, well, let's get her out of the house and let's get the new puppy out of the house. And I'll stay with Chip and I'll stay with help Bryson with Bullet. And I put Chip right away on Paxin because I knew he was gonna be here with the sick dog.
We get to my mom and dad's house, and the next morning, and Luna has a little throw up. I just was so shocked. Bryson had sent us a little bit of Paxin in another bottle just in case, but we had not given it to our dogs. We didn't even think we needed to worry about it.
They were vaccinated.
She's just throwing up and can't believe this. Now we're not at home. I got this sick dog. We immediately are giving both of them Paxin. I don't have much of that now because now I have to give her more. Gary finds a website where the Paxin is sold in the different states. He was able to get on there, find a local place, and they happen to be open on a Saturday, thank goodness. He picked up 2 bottles of it and brought it back. You took the 1 bottle for the puppy, I took the other bottle. You just went to maintenance, and I went immediately to the aggressive doses.
Yeah.
My mom and dad were wonderful. They have a patio out back. It's almost like an outdoor room anyway, so we were able to stay in that. Every time the dog would throw up, we would take our little bleach water and we'd pour it on there so we would get every spot because I didn't want anything contaminated over there.
Bullet started feeling a little bit better. He started getting up and grabbing his toy, which was amazing. Very nice. He had this huge lump of liquid on the side of him from the administration.
Yeah, and you were getting super good at administering the IV. It was scary, but you did so good.
I just didn't know what was going to go on with Luna, and because she had thrown up so much, I really think that she needs to have her fluids replaced. I had tried to give her a little bit of Pedialyte, but she couldn't keep it down.
She really needed to be hydrated, and Bryson had IV, so I started calling around some places in Nevada there, was able to go and get the subdermal IV and administer that to her.
When we were there at the hospital, it's a smaller hospital in a smaller town, so she was like, okay, you're gonna come over, I'm gonna show you how to administrate this IV, and she walked me through it on how to do it. And then later on, when we found out that Dad needed to administer an IV, I quickly looked up a video.
Nobody to walk him through it, but we sent them the video and Dad was able to do it.
It's actually surprisingly very easy to do.
We might not have needed the IVs. We might have been able to just wait for the next day and just given her Pedialyte every hour. There's this little instruction manual that comes inside that Paxin, tells you how to make electrolyte water, very clear on what to do. And she was like a tablespoon of water every hour is what she needed.
Saturday night, Chip, he starts throwing up. He's so lethargic he can't even move. We had him on the Paxin though, so we upped the doses like what they say on the Paxin, and he slept super good that night. He wakes up in the morning and he's like he's fine. He was eating. It was like a completely different dog. Clearly Parvo and going down. The next day, up and around and moving. I was so shocked.
He got over the fastest, and he was on the Paxson real early.
The next morning when we wake up, I wanted to give her another IV, but Gary now, he'd taken off, headed out to Texas. So I recruited Shay to do the IV. We watched the video.
Dr. Shay watched the video. We got it in, but it was cold and it scared her. And then after she freaked out, I was like, nope, I'm not doing that again.
I'm just gonna do every hour she's getting a tablespoon of Pedialyte. I think that was her favorite part of the whole thing.
What we would do is we would open her jaw
Just
a little bit, and then she had to. At one point, she wouldn't do it, she wouldn't do it, she wouldn't do it, and I was, and she's like, it worked.
We get home Monday night and all the dogs are on the mend. And we were concerned about the puppy too, but he to this day has not had any signs of it. You put him on Paxson just to make sure, and we're still hoping for the best on him because it still could incubate 10 days to 2 weeks.
Also on the manual, a prevention dosage when you know your dog's been around the parvo. So that's what we're doing, because I was really worried. Now I just lost this dog and then I had a new dog coming in. I didn't think it was gonna be an issue.
We probably wouldn't do that again.
I wouldn't make the same choices. And hopefully we'll get past this stage. This parvo is pretty vicious, so it's good that we found a solution that works for us.
You can go with antibiotics or you can go with probiotics and herbs and make this decision of which route you're gonna go. Tickled that product was out there.
It smells like really good tea. You smell it and it actually makes me hungry.
Dogs do not like it, let me tell you. My dog learned that he could put it in his mouth and he'd go like this and it would fling out of his mouth.
Dad administering Luna when I was holding her, and I got it in my eye, I got it in my ears, my nose.
At least you don't have parvo.
That's true. I probably won't catch parvo now.
No, it dawned
at least
on
in
me.
my nose.
The cost of the IV was anywhere from $16 to $40. The cost of Paxson online was between $30 and $40, and locally it was $50 for us. It seems to be an affordable alternative for those of us who can't afford the hospitalization. It has an 85% success rate as well, so it's a good shock. If you can't afford it, it's like, what do you do? There's nothing you can do, you know? But here's this Paxson. Some of them bounced right back, some of them took a bit longer, but they seem to be all on the road to recovery.
It was between the IV and Paxson for some of our dogs, like the ones that were really, really sick, the ones that got hit hard with it. The combination of those two really, really helped.
Yeah. If you would like to get some, obviously they don't sponsor us or anything. We just want to share what really saved our dogs' lives. We really do believe it, that did save them. We'll have a link in the description where you can buy it online, or we also found in our research, we found a site where you can find Paxson locally. That will be down in the description if you need it. I came across a little farm that puts together a Paxson package thing as well. They had their testimony of using Paxson on their puppies. We'll also have the link to that website too. It seemed like a really neat company. We don't know anything about them, but it was just encouraging to hear their testimony and stuff on it. And they speak so highly of Paxson as we are today because of our success with it.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.